Did you see that senior prank that they did?
On Coach Ron?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. I don't know what they were doing with all those sticky notes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to the meeting today. Of course, we have a very big topic to discuss. It's going to be about the senior trip this year. So far, we have this leading idea of taking the students camping. Mostly everyone agrees with that so far. So, let's take today to just finalize the plan and get a good idea going. So if Nat and Martha, if you can go over the logistics of what we have so far for camping.
Okay, so far we're planning on Mount Diablo. It's not that far away from us. It's pretty close by, and so far they seem to have 5 nights available near the end of spring, which kind of fits into our timeline. It's nearby stores, so that way we're able to pick up like last minute supplies if the students need anything.
We also checked permits, permission slips, transportation, sleeping bags, and tents, and finally sleeping arrangements. So it ought to complete our agenda, aside from the fact that we have charter buses available.
Okay, awesome. With that being said, we still have more stuff we need to plan out and kind of flesh out a little bit better. But before we get into that, does anyone have any other ideas or questions or concerns before we, get into that?
Yeah, I do. I have an idea. How about instead of going camping, we do something fun like going to Bora Bora?
What the heck is Bora Bora? I've never heard of that before.
Bora Bora is an island in the French Polynesians. You could stay at the Four Seasons in a bungalow over the blue water. There are fun activities like jet skiing, scuba diving. The main purpose is for the seniors to relax so they can be stress-free from their senioritis. Look how beautiful it is.
Oh, dang. Okay, that's fancy. That's bougie. They got the beach, they got the wooden thing. See, this is what the students worked hard for. This is Hasidity. They need this. I'm all in. I'm all for Bora Bora at this point.
Bora Bora? Do you know how expensive that is? That's like nowhere close to being in our budget.
Well, worst case scenario, we could have the students, sell candy bars to fundraise. We could have them, sell little refrigerator magnets or do a car wash, just to get the right funds.
Your plan is to turn the graduating class of 2023 into Girl Scouts. We don't even know if they're gonna go along with that, or if they're even willing to like go out and I'm gonna sell chocolate bars.
Several safety concerns on the beaches. There's been sharks sighted and state warning signs posted, do not swim. Life jackets can be provided for non-swimmers and swimmers where swimming is permitted. Do you know how many people get attacked by sharks yearly?
You make a really good point with the sharks. I think that was actually the first good point I've heard against Bora Bora today. However, there's just as many dangers associated with camping. We could be eaten by bears. We could be eaten by mountain lions or bobcats. There are bloodthirsty ticks. People could get sick while they're camping. There's so many dangers to camping too.
Okay, look, we're getting off track. Both of these ideas seem really good, but Bora Bora just doesn't seem feasible. Transportation seems like a nightmare. We'd have to get passports for all the students. We'd have to get permission from the parents to let them go overseas. I personally have never flown before, but I can only imagine bringing a group of students would be a nightmare.
But like Nikki said, the students worked really hard. They have the best scores and grades. This is the most successful graduating class we've had in years. Why not do something grand and spectacular for them? Maybe we can get the rest of the school to help us with budgeting too.
This trip isn't even very long from now. Would Bora Bora even fit in our timeline? Realistically, we've already started a plan. It seems far too late to even imagine changing that now.
We have time. The trip is 3 weeks away? Students who don't have a passport, we can help them get one.
Yeah, we have plenty of time. We have time to make the budget. We have time to make a new plan. We could have the kids split up into groups. Each one gets a chaperone. I've flown before, and flying is actually super easy. So I think we'll have plenty of time to make everything work out perfectly.
Okay, sounds like we're having a task conflict.
What the heck is a task conflict?
A task conflict is a disagreement about ideas, information, reasoning, or evidence. Clearly, we're having a task conflict. We need to figure out whether or not we're going to Mount Diablo or Bora Bora.